We have not been able to imbibe a lot of culture that's expected to make us to live with others without infringing on any other person. Right? My teacher told me some time ago that your freedom ends where my nose begins. If you are touched your nose and we are not friends, I've gone beyond my bounds. A lot of issues, structural violence that comes with our way of life, where people are expected to be. You will see an officer who is expected to give protection to people when they have asked where is your particulars. Children are inside it. They are inside the car and they are challenging their father and they are insulting their father. Are they not seeing? Are they not seeing those things happening? Are they kids? They are not kids. Kids of yesterday. Who are they? They are fathers of tomorrow. You recall that somebody will just come and do something that is unjust to another person. And at the end of the day, they don't know the difference between integrity, honesty, and the kind of thing that they are doing. Because a lot of us are expected to hold fast to the cause, to the cause of trustfulness, truthfulness, honesty. What do we do? We put it on it. Put it on the ground. There are a lot of cultural violence that's embedded in our way of life. There are many things that we see around. Somebody will call you and say, why are you looking like this? And so you're supposed not to be like this. You're supposed to be in another religion. If you change, you will be in this religion, it will be better for you. These are things that our children see around. All those things does not allow our children to grow. Joseph gave out of all and said, God, give us men a kind like this demand, strong mind, true faith. Are we true in our faith? That's the question I'm challenging all of us. That's why I said, Calvin says that when you look at it, you have a lot of violence that we see. See a lot of things when there's elections. What do our children see? Burning of houses, burning of electoral elections, and INEC offices, burning of electoral materials. What do they see? They watch television. They hear news. What are they imbibing? Are they imbibing culture of peace? When you have a lot of things happening in the environment, maybe family, maybe friendly neighborhood watch, so many things are happening in the environment. What do we do? You allow people using Machiavellian position. The mind is right syndrome. And if a child comes home and somebody may be bullied in his school, instead of the parent to go and find out what has happened to that child, what has happened to him, are you mad? Somebody slapped you in the school and you are coming back home telling me, you know, my God, go back and show them who you are. The child will go to school. And when he sees the other boy coming, he gives him Ebola. The boy must be on the baby on the ground. And maybe he's an epileptic child. They will run out to the hospital. And if they ask, and they find out, what has happened? He says, it's my father. But my mother who told me, anybody beat me, what should I do? I should be the person again. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the challenges that are facing sustainable development in our environment? There are laws. You and I know that we have religious conflict within us. How do we solve it? I will mention it as I come. We have insurgency. It's a problem. We have environmental degradation. As we speak today, there are a lot of issues on floods. We talk of Borno. We talk of so many states. Children who are there. Who is to help them? Who is to make to feel they are human beings. When they cannot go to school, when nobody is there to rescue them, to assist them, some are dead. So the challenges that we have is not enough. We have race, cultural differences, cultural influences, which is deep-rooted in our cultural belief. It can foster intolerance and discrimination. How do you determine that? There must be a structure that must be in place to be able to let people know what to do, what to do, and how to be able to develop it. Agricultural development, poverty reduction, equal distribution of income, reduction in regional disparity, and industrial development. All these can give room for what? For peace to reign. And if there is no peace, there will continue to be agitation, and our children will be affected. They will be impaired. And when our children are impaired, we do not have a future. Sometimes I read, Shakespeare says, life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and free sign upon the stage, then it's hard not. But it's full of sign and fury, the divine nothing. What that means is, today is what we have. We must push, we must do whatever we have to be able to make Nigeria great. It is important for us.
A lot of children are damaged. I remember I lost my father when I was 7. Life changed. And it started telling on my performance in school. Nobody understood it. But a girl who was taking first started taking 22nd. And my mother did not understand. But something had happened to me mentally. And I was battling with that for a very long time. A lot of children are damaged. Parents are damaged. The economy again is not even there. When we take the hits from the sun and the heat from our bank accounts, we take it out on our children. It damages them. So there's a lot to do with mental wellness now. And if that can be injected into our school practice, teaching of teachers, of our students, and even parents, just as he said, it will go a long way. And from what we have seen today, it went beyond gender, it went beyond class, it went beyond ethnicity. Those are areas we need to look at. At home, a parent will tell a child, don't relate with a Muslim student, don't relate with a Christian student. If this person, Yorubas are very mean, Igbos are very stingy, Hausas are very this. When we start hearing of these things, it creates a divide. And it impedes on the development of our children. So let us move beyond class and find common ways to accommodate each other. Like what they did today, it had nothing to do with gender. I'm a gender advocate, so I tell heavily on that. It had nothing to do with gender. The boys were there, the girls were there. It had nothing to do with religion. Nobody had their religions written on their foreheads. It had nothing to do with their ethnicity. It had nothing to do with their class. So let us always find ways to teach our children to accommodate each other. In that way, learning will be easy and our society will be a better place. Based on her contributions to education in Nigeria, she has won several awards by several organizations. For example, the Stanton Initiatives, NAPS, SIBA, and many others. She was a pioneer member of OMEP till she retired from active service and involvement in managing disputes. And we celebrate a grandmother, a beacon of hope for generations unborn, and an administrator par excellence. A round of applause for Mommy.
My name is Luis Wasserman. I am originally from Colombia, South America, but I live in the US. I am from Teaching Strategies. I met Ali Funke, the president of OMEP Nigeria, during a trip to Thailand, and really understood a lot of what they're doing with children in Nigeria. And we were really engaged with that notion of training teachers on how to develop children based in place. So we truly believe that this is an amazing opportunity to share some of the knowledge and the best practices of things that we're doing in the U.S., teaching children how to be resilient, how to be curious, how to build problem-solving skills. So we decided to come to Nigeria, donate up to 40 classes, some of the materials that we're using in the U.S., and help together build stronger children outcomes and community. things that we're seeing throughout the world is this idea of using social emotional learning, the importance of helping children make friends, understand what to do when they're sad, understand empathy and collaboration between children. I always have a very strong saying that it is easier to build strong children than it is to repair broken men, which is a saying that is very important for early childhood education. I think that the government needs to invest more in social emotional programs towards removing any trauma that children have and help them learn through building this classroom community. So we're here to help. We have a couple of sessions here during the OMEP Nigeria meeting so that we can help teachers understand the value of play. This is how children learn, and to make sure that we offer all the knowledge and best practices that we have of things that are being successful around the world.
Susanna Spina. We are here for the OMEP Nigeria Conference 2024. Blessed to be here with all of the wonderful educators, government, and all of the staff and administrators who are in charge of early childhood here in Nigeria. My advice for the government here in Nigeria is to really focus on early childhood education. What we see is that when we put our efforts and our focus in that foundation of early childhood, we are able to really benefit from that throughout their whole school career. Also working with families are children's first teachers, as we know. And so when we work with families, grandparents, everybody who helps raise that child before they come into formal education, we all will. Helping families understand how to work with children and their emotional regulation, their social emotional learning, who they are before they even come to school, because we know that families are their first teacher. And so I suggest that the government really focus on social, emotional, and early childhood education.